What's up guys, it's Matt, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about BLACKkKLANSMAN. BLACKkKLANSMAN is the new movie directed by Spike Lee. It is starring John David Washington and also Adam Driver. The story, which is loosely based on a true story, revolves around Ron Starworth, a African-American Colorado police officer who basically decides to infiltrate the KKK after seeing an advert in a newspaper. Obviously, he can't infiltrate the KKK himself, so he sort of does everything on the phone whilst one of his colleagues, played by Adam Driver, infiltrates the KKK face-to-face. The film has been marketed as kind of being a black comedy. If you look on the IMDb page, it is described as kind of being a comedy. I would say that the film is more of a drama with some sprinkles of dark comedy throughout, but it's a lot more kind of intense than I thought it was going to be. Not that it's the most intense serious film ever, I'm just saying I think it's been slightly mismarketed. One thing I will come out and say though right away now is that it's a film that everyone definitely needs to go see. I think you just need to be prepared for what it is that you're going to go see. As I said, it's more of a drama with sprinkles of black comedy, but it's absolutely fantastic. So, John David Washington, actually the son of Denzel Washington, plays our lead, Ron Starworth. As I say, he basically starts by infiltrating the KKK over the telephone before he has to bring in his colleague Adam Driver to infiltrate the KKK face-to-face. The story is basically their investigation. Despite being set in the 1970s, the film's very much kind of social commentary on the world as it is today. Although it's dealing with kind of like racism and intolerance in the 70s, you know, a lot of those issues are still very prevalent today. As I said, the film does a very good job of sort of sprinkling in moments of comedy throughout. The story is absolutely gripping. You will not find yourself bored at any point. Even the conversations with Washington on the phone to Topher Grace, who's playing David Duke, the leader of the KKK. Highly entertaining conversations. You know, you'd think just two people having a chat on the phone would be really boring to watch, but both of them sort of make those conversations really entertaining. And I have to say, not even just Topher Grace, but sort of all the guys who played various members of the Ku Klux Klan throughout the movie all did an absolutely incredible job. You know, you've got to imagine that those are very difficult sort of roles to play, you know, obviously having to come out with the kind of stuff that they're having to come out with, but they did a very good job. And the film, all in all, does a very good job of kind of like humanising them. Yes, okay, you've got one or two kind of comedic characters within the KKK, but then, you know, at the end of the day, I suppose the point that the film's trying to make is it's not always obvious, you know, that person there is a racist. You know, there's a couple of members in there who, you know, they're very nice, polite, sort of genuine people. Yeah, they obviously just have these you know, warped sort of values in their own mind. But yeah, it's not always sort of, hate to use the term, clear-cut black and white, really. As I said, Adam Driver's character, he is the one who ends up having to meet up with these KKK members face-to-face. Again, it lends itself to some absolutely comedic moments between Adam Driver and one of the sort of more senior members of the organisation. I don't want to go into too many details, sort of spoiling it, but again, this is one of Adam Driver's better roles. I think he absolutely nails this role. The film tries to kind of juggle a sort of subplot love story, I suppose, between Washington and Harriet's characters. I mean, it's okay. Like, I understand that there kind of needs to be that kind of subplot in there, but it's kind of forgotten about, though, for like long extended periods of the movie. You know, she's not in it for such a long time. We've been focusing on, you know, Washington and Driver for so long. Then all of a sudden she kind of comes back in for a few minutes and then she's gone again. It didn't take anything away. I just feel that that relationship could have maybe been sort of developed further between the characters. The ending of the film kind of harkens back to now. Obviously, the credit scene kind of focuses on the 2017 Charlottesville riots. You know, kind of making a point that, look, these issues that were still there in the 70s are still very much kind of issues today. It's not as bad, but it's not, you know, at the end of the day, we've not come a lot further. Like I said, lots of sort of modern social commentary throughout, lots of kind of references to Donald Trump and sort of Make America Great Again, kind of dotted throughout the movie. Not that they take away from the storyline whatsoever, but I felt sometimes the film, some of the references, like the film was trying to be subtle, then other times it was very much kind of Donald Trump. I don't think they found a balance really between those. So, you know, sometimes I kind of felt like, oh, okay, like was that a? And then other times I was like, it's a blatant reference. As I said, all in all, the film is absolutely amazing. It wasn't what I expected it was going to be. I generally walked in thinking it was just going to be a dark comedy. There are dark comedic moments, but it is a much more kind of serious drama film than what I think the trailers are expecting. As I said though, at the end, the whole theatre was just kind of shocked in silence. And as we were walking back out the foyer, I didn't hear anyone say a single bad word against it. And I think the message kind of really sunk in with everyone. So yeah, BLACKkKLANSMAN, Spike Lee, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend you go see it. I highly recommend you take your grandma to go see it. I highly recommend you take your cousins, everyone. Everyone needs to go see this movie. As I said, I think it has just been slightly mismarketed. So just so you know what you're going in for, drama, sprinkles of black comedy. Well guys, thank you very much for watching. That is it for this video. Of course, more videos come up in the future. If you've liked what you've seen, do like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. And let me know down in the comments, have you seen BLACKkKLANSMAN? What did you think? Yeah, let's get a discussion going. Thank you very much for watching the video. Take care.